Welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. So now let's talk silver. About 3 weeks ago, I had a major surgery on my teeth, so it's still pretty hard to talk. Hopefully in the next week or so, I'll be back to normal. Hopefully you stick with me because we are at 90,000 subscribers. Only 10K away. I'll be doing the biggest giveaway the YouTube stacking community has ever seen. If you guys don't believe me, just wait until you hear what the prizes, plural, are. And we're not just talking about silver, we're talking about gold too. So if you want a chance to win some silver and gold shipped straight to your front doorstep, all you gotta do is click one button, and that button is subscribe. So anyways, Citibank, they are saying that silver will see over $30 an ounce in the next 6 to 12 months. And that's a very important date and price because of what's going to be happening over the next 6 to 12 months. I mean, we got the 2024 election, which that itself is going to spark so much controversy. But $30 is a very psychological number for silver. We saw it at the beginning of Wall Street, silver, that $30 level. I mean, if silver breaks above $30 during the 2024 election, and then we have all this stuff happening with the banking system, we would see $50 almost instantly. And I can guarantee that, right? It would go from 30 because of the number 3. It's just like the grocery store. They're going to price something $19.99, not $20, just because looking at that 1.9 compared to a 2 makes a big difference. $30 has been something that silver just cannot break above. And if it will get close, but it just never breaks above it. So anyways, I think that we could be seeing some very bullish silver prices in the next 6 to 12 months. But I want to hear their reasoning. Why? That's the interesting part. So anyways, yeah, hope you guys stick through this. And link will be in the description. With that said, let's go. Investing.com. Silver could hit $30 per ounce over the next 6 months to a year, with imminent support seen from buyers eyeing value in the metal after its sharpest price slide in a month since February. And if you guys don't remember, the Wall Street silver movement, yes, it didn't last very long, but that can prove, and that was proof, that silver can explode fast, and it can gain traction fast. I mean, yes, a lot of those people don't still stack, but Wall Street silver still has a huge, I mean, they're still growing daily. Imagine, just like when the banking system, failed. Imagine your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your brother, all of these people hearing about silver, but not only hearing about it, understanding why it's so valuable. And when these potential stackers hear about the several different reasons why silver is so much more bullish than crypto, even gold, plus it's so affordable, and people don't really trust banks anymore, you know what's going to happen. And like I always say, silver stackers will get the last laugh. So anyways, let's move on. Silver could hit $30 an ounce over the next 6 months to a year, with imminent support seen from buyers eyeing value in the metal after its sharpest price slide in a month. We think recent price weakness offers a strong dip buying opportunity, and it does. Real silver stackers, when silver drops, we celebrate. The weak hands, they get a little nervous, start second guessing themselves. It's kind of funny how people buy high, sell low. Like when this new flood comes in, probably around the election, there's going to be a lot of people buying when it's $30+, but when silver's 20, 19, nobody wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole. That's what makes real investors so successful. That's why the richest people in the world invest into silver, right? Think about it. I mean, Jim Rogers, Warren Buffett, even Elon Musk, he owns a silver mine now. You know, these people understand it just like we do. And I think someday more people will, more than 1%. But anyways, this is reiterating our call for $30 silver in the next 6 to 12 months as U.S. growth rolls over, even emerging markets growth stagnates. Benchmark silver futures on New York's COMEX hovered around mid-$23 level in Tuesday's trade, down almost 7% for May after cumulative gains of 20% over the past 2 months that took the metal above $26 at one point. They say, and I quote, "We expect silver would rally in anticipation of the fall of U.S. interest rates and real yields that will likely accompany an anticipated rollover in U.S. growth in the fourth quarter of 2022 or 2024. Think about this. My main point, and like Andy Scheckman as well, Andy's more about the BRICS nations and, a geopolitical side. I'm talking more about the shortage. He does as well. I mean, he is the CEO of Miles Franklin, one of the biggest precious metals dealers in America. And if you see someone who can sell $50 million worth of silver and pull it off in 2 days, telling you that he's never seen this type of buying in his 36 years of business, that should tell you something. We also have to look at the shortage, right? There's a lot of people that don't understand how scarce silver really is. And there's a lot of data showing that it's worse than a lot of people, including myself, even knew. Things are getting real very fast, and unfortunately, most people will find out about it when it's too late. What is too late, though? That's a great question. Is $50 silver too much to throw in the towel? Is it $100? Have you ever even thought about that? What price would you say is too much for an ounce? Because honestly, even $500 isn't worth anything compared to an ounce of silver. Now, would you actually pay $500? No. Probably not even 50, a lot of you guys. But just looking at it from that perspective, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a get-rich scheme at all. This is what makes you wealthy, not how much money you have in your bank account, which, by the way, has lost 98% of its purchasing power. Like 44% in the last 20 years. And it's getting worse, throwing trillions of dollars left, right, front, center, sideways, in the middle. We're only going to see things get worse faster. And if you think that this is something that's just going to make you wealthy 10 years down the line, or maybe even protect your grandkids, which still is a great, that's a great point. But we're talking about something in the next, Citibank is saying 6 months to a year. Some say even sooner. But regardless, they expect that silver would rally in anticipation of the fall in U.S. interest rates and real yields. And that's where I ended at, is it's not even just the BRICS nations. It's not even just the silver shortage. We're talking about even the micro, not the macro. We're talking about everything is looking towards silver being bullish. Everything is. Nothing else comes close. With some market punters seeing the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates by as early as September, despite the central bank's move, or more hawkish officials advocating tighter monetary policy for the foreseeable future, silver looked fundamentally poised for better returns. This should all underpin ETF demand for silver, the analyst said, referring to the exchange-traded products linked to the commodity. Weaker competition for investment capital from other asset classes should also support silver pricing as markets increasingly price U.S. recession risks. And there we go into another point. What makes silver so valuable? Well, one of the things is, and this is from the beginning, silver has been the first form of money. We're talking about biblical ancient times because of its uses. And this is why I say silver beyond gold. This is why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Guy. Because silver has so many uses beyond gold. Yes, gold is used in a little bit of electronics, but we're in this new digital technological era. And if we're looking at scarcity, which I already mentioned, but also what it's used for compared to anything else, even like crypto, nothing's even close. This is a no-brainer. If you're sitting at the bar with your friend and you guys are talking about investing and you guys mention stuff that has opportunity, anything that if he makes any argument that's even close to silver, I would give him all the money in my bank account. That's how confident I am, because nothing else makes as much sense. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact. Citi's analysts also cited potential silver demand from China from the second half of this year. And by the way, China is the biggest consumer of silver. China's the biggest consumer. And what is China part of? The BRICS nations. Our economists expect China to continue to gradually recover and any associated rebound in EM growth sentiment, and that could be an incremental tailwind for silver. Emerging markets' demand for silver has been weak with China and India destocking. And to say destocking is a weird way to put it because India bought like 700 million ounces of silver last year, or like tripled what they normally would, which when you're talking about the BRICS nations turning a digital currency backed by physical commodities, it does make sense. We expect China demand could recover in 2H23 following further easing measures by the PBOC. India was another promising market. China is a price-sensitive market, which may continue destocking amid higher prices in 2023. China's sluggish economic recovery has hit silver demand, with local premiums falling to 0.3%. Wow. And that was in April. Further easing measures to boost China's economy could translate to stronger silver demand. And when you look at China being the biggest consumer, that would be massive. Now, would it be as massive as, let's say, the silver shortage? For the immediate term, for the 6 to 12 months that this article's talking about, yes. Remember, this article was written talking about $30 silver in the next 6 months to a year. That's why these prices are so important to look at. 6 months is nothing, right? If you really think about what was going on 6 months ago, I mean, COVID was almost 3 years ago. That's insane to think about. And do you guys even remember why or what started from COVID? Not what started COVID, but what was happening as it started? Because I do. It was the U.S.-China trade wars, which was a big problem itself. Then you had the Saudi Arabian oil fields, and then you also had the Iran tensions. So people forget about this stuff, but things have been going on for years now. Silver is a safe haven, and yes, silver should have exploded through all of that. But this is unmarked territory. And that's what Andy Schectman was also talking about when we're talking about a global reset or a new currency coming. People are going to be so thrown off by this, and that's why the one percenters like us are so beyond the curve that it's sad. A lot of people have no idea what's really going on. But anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. 90,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. Remember to subscribe if you want a chance to win gold and silver shipped straight to your front doorstep. That is something that I don't think anyone would want to miss. Free silver and gold, and we're not just talking about a little ounce here. I'll be giving an entire ounce of gold away to one of the winners. Remember, that's plural. So subscribing is a must, not just because of that though, because on a daily basis I'll give you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date recent information in the world of precious metals, more specifically silver. That itself should be why you subscribe, right? The perks are the other things. So but anyways, yeah, folks, if you also wanted to purchase silver, I recommend Miles Franklin. Links in the description. And yeah, so anyways, yeah, make sure you like the video if you liked the video. This was Silver Slayer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys soon. Peace.
Connection established.